I am not a, if I preach, you attack me. What sense does it make? Preaching, only for you to attack me and do all kind of evil against me. It's best I'm out there with you and you do the evil to me and I deal with you out there. You attack me out there and I will just deal with it.
Sean is not going to give you an argument.
And has never.
That is not how my husband is. That's why him sending Bulldog online for the representative.
Girls,
right?
let me see the Muslim. Yeah, girl,
right?
do that.
It's Mouta Massi, bringing you the latest happenings in dancehall and reggae music.
Welcome, it's Mouta Massi, and here are the stories making the cut for today. As defense attorneys for Vybz Kartel and others continue to argue against the retrial, they are highlighting the entertainer's health condition. Attorney Isat Buchanan told the court that, in addition to his Graves' disease, Kartel's heart function has been reduced by 50%. He presented a report from Kartel's private physician, Dr. Karen Phillips, dated June 3rd, 2024. He also referenced the entertainer's psychologist, Dr. Jeffrey Walcott, to support his point that a new trial would exacerbate Kartel's anxiety and mental weakness developed as a result of the ordeal. Now, this video has been circulating on the internet with Minister Marion Hall. She's very emotional. She's talking about her struggles and this one person what she want to deal with in the real way. But anyways, check this out.
I am not a, if I preach, you attack me. What sense does it make? Preaching, only for you to attack me and do all kind of evil against me. It's best I'm out there with you and you do the evil to me and I deal with you out there. You attack me out there and I will just deal with it. How about that? I come out of here, get out of Christianity, yeah, and you attack me out there. How about that? Face to face then. I'm sick of people messing with me. Sick of you lying about me. Sick about you just attacking you evil people. And there's one person that set up a lot of people against me, and you better pray. Because I'm coming out, I'm going to take you out. Yeah? Because you the one who set up a whole lot of people. You're wicked, you're bad mind, you're grudgeful, you're jealous. And you started this. You started all of this. Yeah? Yeah, so other than family, you set up, I was loved by everybody. And you go out and you put up a lot of false things and you go on the internet and you put up a lot of lies about me and you set up people against me. And all I did was give you my open arms, outstretched hands. And I honestly let you in my life and you destroy so much. And even when I got into Christendom, you compete with me. If I say I'm preaching today, all of a sudden, the same day, same time, you say you have church. And you and your friends them send it over to my phone. You understand? As if, I tell you, if I'm coming out with a song, you come out with something to bar people from paying attention to what I'm doing. And then you make up all kind of lies. Even in Christendom, I leave everything and I come over here and you attack me silently. You don't even know I know people who are with you right there on the ground when you're doing your evil with all them fake phones. And you don't even know they're there and they say, that person is coming online now, she's talking a lot of stuff right here. She's coming on, she's gonna build, yeah? And you never leave me alone because you're so, you just jealous. You want me to be shut down in a corner. I'm over it. I'm over it. You want to see bad? You really want to see bad? You really want to see who is bad? It's just not even bad, but who is the real talent? Okay, let me just step off out there and handle everything out there then. You want that? Because you won't leave me alone. Yeah, you won't leave me alone. You understand? Yeah? They're still there. Charmaine. Okay. Yeah, your fake name right here. You see how you are? And you are the people I'm talking about. You, yeah? You're the people I'm talking about. Charmaine Evangelist. Oh, you have a name like that, and you're gonna name about Lady Saw running the church because she was hurt and afraid. So that means you're a fake page, Charmaine Evangelist. You know why I run in the church? Because I know it was either hell or prison. All right? So if you want me run out back, fake Charmaine Evangelist, I can run out back and handle it just to show you I'm not afraid. There's none like me. None that build like me. Amen? Let me tell you that. So you fake page Charmaine Evangelist. You, a lot of you gonna die in your sin.
When persons watch that clip, they're assuming that she's talking about Spice, but me no know. Me no know. What wanna think?
You know what's the problem with Lady Saw? Lady Saw was not going to church. So Lady Saw did not know how church people operate. Her friend died. She got into a state of shock and she ran into church out of fear. What Lady Saw don't know is that all of us who are going to church are still doing our dirty blogs and going to church, still doing our dirty songs and going to church, still sleeping with whoever we want to sleep with and going to church. Spice is still doing what she's doing and still calling upon Jesus. Rihanna is still doing what she's doing. Beyonce is still doing what they are doing. But Lady Saw made this great big shift. So she didn't spend enough time in Christendom to know that we church people, we are bitter, we are unkind, we are selfish, we are all for ourselves, and we are very hateful. If she was in the world and fall on hard times, they would bust a sting and give her some money. Nobody in church not helping you. The meanest people you can find is we church people. Because we bad mind. And as I say, we just go to church because we don't want to go to dance hall because we picnic them are going to cast judgment on us and our children are going to think to say. And a lot of us parents don't have any voice. It's our children rule us. So we can't go to dance because our children are going and them goodly abuse us when we go home. So that is what Lady Saw did wrong. She should have just do like what everybody else do. Go to church, worship our God and still do our spread out and our skin out and our whatever, like what everybody else do. Nobody holier than Spice. So that Lady Saw do wrong. Lady Saw make church people trick her. Them can't trick me. Come here, them a do. Secondly, we in a church. We give the most jacket. We give the most bun. We do everything what everybody else do. Check what's happening with the pastors them now. And that Lady Saw do wrong. Should have never give up our business.
Nyla from Brick and Lace is claiming that the soundtrack that Sean Paul did on Bad Boys 4 sounds similar to her track. Check out this video.
So we're not just gonna pretend that we didn't hear the close similarities in those two records, and the latter being the more popular older one, written by yours truly. This is definitely a sip tea moment, but I ain't sipping no tea.
So after Nyla posted that video, Sean Paul's wife was in the comment section saying, light it up with the same light that belonged to Dirty Paul from the beginning of time. Kiss me teeth, mine your reach for something you can't handle. Nyla then took to Instagram to address this.
Hey guys, okay, so as it turns out, I am getting some heat on social media about a post that I made yesterday about some similarities in the song with Will Smith and Sean Paul, Light 'Em Up, and the Major Lazer Nyla Fuse ODG Light It Up song. So I just wanted to address that because I see a lot of comments, and that's fine. I will take the heat. But I just want to say, as a writer and as a creator, when you hear similarities, and not just one similarity, but you hear, you know, in the one, the title, two, the cadence, the rhythm, how it's positioned in the song, it kind of piques your ear and you say, well, that seems to be inspired by a song that you wrote previously. And as a creator and as somebody in the music industry, music is shared in the industry, especially if you're signed to the same label. There are all these things, these inner workings and behind the scenes situations that the layperson or the regular just listener is not going to be privy to. Am I saying that I think Sean Paul, our beloved Sean Paul, was the person? I don't think so. I think Sean actually just did his verse in the studio as they asked him to, and went home about his business. As far as I know, Sean and I cleared it up. Of course, we love our beloved Sean Paul. Sean is a legend. I just wanted to express that part, and I feel like it's within any and all creators and writers and performers. If you feel like you hear more than one element that draws close to something you have previously created, then I think then you should have the right to speak on that. And I just wanted to clarify that. Hi guys, so I just wanted to add my 2 cents really quickly. I know my sister had made a post about Sean Paul's latest song on the Bad Boy soundtrack. His song goes Light 'Em Up, and she was talking about there are similarities with her song, which is called Light It Up. And I think that there is a similarity. I really honestly heard it, and I do think there's a similarity in the cadence, light it up, and the melody, light 'em up. He goes light 'em up, and she goes light it up. So there is a similarity. And what I just wanted to remind you guys is that yes, this is our livelihood, and you know, sometimes as an artist, as a writer, we can unconsciously use a melody that's similar to somebody else's song, not even know it, you know what I mean? And I feel like as a writer also, I think, yes, we have the right to express it if we hear something, you know what I mean? Obviously, Sean Paul is a legend. We love Sean Paul so freaking much. Love and respect Sean for everything he has done for our community, and just him as an artist and everything he's been able to accomplish. He's a giant and we love him so much. But I think I just wanted to remind you guys that we as writers, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're not the big fish in the game, but we do have a right to express it. When we hear something that sounds similar to our song, that, you know what I mean? It's like, we don't want to feel bullied, or people don't need to be mean about it. It doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, it's up to the courts to decide.
Then Jodi Jinx, Sean Paul's wife, come online and said this.
Nyla, I'm not going to diss you. My millennial growing up, I danced to your bops. I still love them now. I think that you and your sister are very talented. And even though, we don't hear, like, you're not only a good singer, but you're also a good songwriter. So I'm not going to sit here and diss you. What I'm upset about, which is what I've always championed for, right? If you diss my husband, I am going to comment. If you diss me, I couldn't give 2 shits. It's fine. Here's a problem that I have, right? Mm-hmm. You and Sean are friends. You and Sean have worked together. You have Sean's number. And if you had a problem, you could have called him and you could have said, Sean, this sounds like a familiar to me, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my musicologist and see where this is going.
As one of the comments said, you could have hashed it out at Cafe Blue.
My favorite comment. But you didn't do that. Instead, you went onto your veranda, right? And you said, oh, I have the tea. What tea, Nyla? What tea? Why is this tea? Why is this an argument? What tea? When you come and you start about your tea and you're carrying on and whatever, that means it's an argument you want. Sean is not going to give you an argument.
And has never.
That is not how my husband is. That's why him sending Bulldog online for go represent him.
Girls,
right?
let me see the muscle. Yeah, girl,
right?
do that.
He's not going to say anything to you. As a matter of fact, it was him that called you and you guys spoke, right? And then further to you took down your post, but then Sleek caught on to it, right? And Sleek post. And then you can see 98% of the comments, persons don't hear it. But yet under those comments, you wanted to reply to me. Girl, nice this. Me take my this and me sit down. What you need to do too is look at all the comments and realize you need to sit down as well. So
no, but first
let's
of all,
talk about it.
So let's talk about it, because her comment to you is actually quite rude. She says that she said to you how you've never worked for anything in your whole entire life.
I don't think that's what she said. I think she was meaning, I can't quote her, Tracy, because I read it so long ago. I think she was talking about, I was defending the song in which I had nothing to do with, and I did not work on the song. So yes, you're correct, Nyla, I didn't, right? I work on my husband, so I'm going to defend him, because he's not going to say anything to you. I will. However, I'm not going to diss you, Nyla. As I said, you have a lot of talent and I like your music, right?
But anyways.
So moving on, if you want to compare anything, I'm not sure how you hear the two things sound alike. They don't. It's not the same groove, right? It's not in the same key, all right? It's not the same speed. You have two similarities. You have the word light and you have the word up. They're not even, the three words are not even in the same, they're not, the two words aren't even together, right? So I'm not, all right, please, we're not arguing with Nyla, we're not fighting with her, and we're not dissing her, we're not dissing her. No, we're not going to diss her, it is not necessary, right? But, Nyla, okay, no problem. You want to go, you want to say to rip, you want to say the light them up and the light stuff, you want to say that there's so many similarities, okay, Nyla, then by that accord, you have royalties to pay to Justin Timberlake and to Timbaland for your song, Cry Me a River, 'Cause Your Love Is Wicked. Isn't that, so by your accord, no?
Person Andrew shenanigans. Well, Massive, do you hear the similarities? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today, Massive Montana. Big up on a nice clean self. Enough love, enough respect. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Positive vibrations going out to the Massive. I'm Mouta Massi. Magan.
Mouta Massi. Mouta Massi. Covering the latest in Jamaican music and culture. Like, share, comment, and subscribe now.